Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Powers, the sports bettor the state of Michigan loves to hate. RJ Bell here at the pregame.com studios, just off the Vegas Strip. We're talking Michigan at Michigan State. Who do you like and why?
Going to pass on the side, RJ. We'll talk about it later. We're going to take under the total, under 54. What we have here is a very intense rivalry that actually makes the total get undervalued. And why is it? First off, we got players in state game, very familiar with one another. We have coaches that are familiar with one another. We also have coaches that are conservative in nature, especially on offense. Game planning wise, this is a team that has 2 tight ends. Fullback played here. And then on defense, when you have a very intense rivalry, you're not taking a playoff on defense. You are playing every game to the echo of the whistle. Don't believe me? How about 9 of the last 10 games have gone under this current number? And both teams in the last 10 meetings have not even topped 35 points on offense.
So let's talk about this, because that's a fascinating stat. Last 10 games these two teams have played, if you had this number, 9 times under the total.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Great handicap. But listen, you're dodging, you're running scared away from the Michigan hate. Before the season started, you said Michigan was overrated, the most overrated team in the country. Thousands of video views, YouTube hate, Twitter hate, pregame.com forum hate. Obviously you're dodging it, you're scared, but let's learn something from it. What did you get wrong? Because listen, professional bettors are wrong all the time. The trick is you got to be right 55%, and you live in a big house. If you're right 51%, you work at 7-Eleven or you work a straight job, something, right? Maybe not 7-Eleven. You do have a journalism degree, right? So you probably would. So 55 is what we're going for. You were wrong about this one. What did you miss about Michigan?
Well, 2 things. Offensively, they had a new starting quarterback. This starting quarterback, which they didn't know until week 1, didn't have any playing experience. I guess I undervalued how good Jim Harbaugh is coaching up his quarterback. Secondly, defensive side of the ball, they got a brand new defensive coordinator, brand new scheme, players in different positions. Well, they haven't missed a beat. They're arguably the top defense in the country.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that's a mistake. In hindsight, it's a mistake, but with so much optimism for Michigan early before the season, and to say, listen, there's some real X factors here. The fact that Harbaugh's answered them all, give them all the credit. Let's get back to the total. What's the second reason you like the under?
Well, first off, you talk about Michigan, end of last year, beginning of this year. How about 11 straight overs in their games? That creates inflated totals lines, and we've actually seen the market finally catch up. 2 of their last 3 games that went under the total. The game that went over, actually Michigan pitched a shutout. They went over themselves against Rutgers.
Yeah, this is a great teaching moment, because when you have a trend, let's say 11 in a row, a lot of people are saying, I want to go with the trend. I want to go for number 12. That's right sometimes. That's right if the market hasn't reacted to those 11 straight in this hypothetical overs. Because whatever was causing those 11, if you can identify it and you think it's going to continue, keep going, baby. Let it ride, as they say. But there's a flip side. If that has been acknowledged, the big trend, the lopsided trend by the markets, and now there's been an adjustment to the price because of it, oftentimes you want to go the other way.
And that's what we're doing here. We're going to make this official. Under 54, what we have an intense rivalry, creates conservative game planning on offense. Intensity on defense has risen. We have an inflated totals because Michigan's been going over the total so much last 2 seasons. Add it up, we're going under 54. We'll have more videos at pregame.com.